الكتابان اللذان سوف يتم الشرح والتعليق عليهما كتابان مهمان ومفيدان للغاية في العقيدة وفي التوحيد.
The two books which are going to be explained are two books which are beneficial and of the utmost importance in Aqidah and Tawheed.
والمؤلف لهذين الكتابين هو الشيخ محمد بن عبدالوهاب رحمه الله تعالى.
And the author of these two books is Shaykh Muhammad ibn Abdulwahid. Allah have mercy upon him.
وأعطيكم تعريفا مختصرا به قبل أن نبدأ بشرح الكتابين.
And the Shaykh is going to give a short biography of the Shaykh before beginning an explanation of the two books.
ولد سنة 15 و100 وألف من الهجرة وتوفي سنة 1206 عن عمر 91 سنة.
He was born
1115.
He was born in the year 1115 Hijri and he died in the year 2006 Hijri.
وعمره 91. نعم 1206.
نعم.
وعمره 91 سنة لما مات.
And he was
عمره 91 سنة.
He was 91 when he passed away.
وأمضى هذه الحياة في طلب العلم ونشر العقيدة وتوعية الناس وتنبيههم.
And he spent his life seeking knowledge and spreading aqidah and advising and guiding people to that which is correct.
وكان المجتمع في وقته في الذي عاش فيه ناس من أهل العلم لكنهم غير قادرين على التوعية والإيقاظ للناس من هذه الغفلة.
During the time that the Shaykh Abdullah was alive, there were other scholars, people of knowledge, however they didn't have the ability to awaken people from the sleepless and the heedlessness that they were in at the time.
بدأ حياته مبكرا في طلب العلم وحفظ القرآن الكريم.
He began his early life seeking knowledge, memorizing the Quran.
درس على العلماء في بلده.
And he studied with the scholars in his country.
ثم سافر إلى مكة والمدينة وتلقى العلم عن علمائها.
And then he traveled to Mecca, Medina, and he acquired knowledge from the scholars of Mecca and Medina.
ثم رجع إلى بلده وأقام بها مدة ودرس على والده وكان قاضيا.
And then he returned to his country and he studied under his father who was a judge, a qadi.
ثم سافر إلى العراق والأحساء ودرس العلم على العلماء هناك.
And then he after that traveled to Iraq and to Ahsa and he studied and learned from the scholars at those places, in those places.
تكونت له حصيلة علمية كبيرة جدا.
So in this way he was able to get and gain a lot of knowledge, a large amount of knowledge.
استفاد من كتب ابن القيم ابن تيمية رحمهم الله.
And he benefited from the works of Ibn Taymiyyah and Ibn Qayyim.
وكان يتدارس مع الناس الأمور الشركية والخرافات والبدع وينهى عنها.
And he used to teach people issues of shirk, which is associating partners with Allah, polytheism and innovations, and warning people against these affairs.
وواجه من بعض الناس عنادا وإصرارا من باب اتباع الهوى والعناد.
And as a result of people's stubbornness and their own desires, he faced difficulties or he faced obstacles from other people in his given da'wah.
وبفضل الله عز وجل استفاد منه كثير من الناس.
And by the grace of Allah, lots of people benefited from him.
ألف كتبا مشهورة.
And he authored many famous, well-known books.
وانتفع بها الناس انتفاعا كبيرا.
Which people have got a great lot of benefit from.
ومن ذلك هذان الكتابان الأصول الثلاثة والقواعد الأربع.
And from those are these two books, the أصول الثلاثة and القواعد الأربعة.
كذلك كتاب التوحيد.
Likewise, كتاب التوحيد, the book of Tawheed.
وغيرها من كتاب فضل الإسلام.
And also the book called Al-Fadl al-Islam, the virtues of Islam.
كتاب أصول الإيمان.
The book, the foundations of Iman.
وغيرها من الكتب كثير.
And other books, there's loads of books.
وهناك مراسلات بينه وبين العلماء وبين الناس.
And there's also a series of letters which he sent, which were between him and other ulama, and letters between him and people as well.
مطبوعة موجودة.
And they've been published.
باسم الرسائل الشخصية.
Under the heading personal letters.
كلما قرأت في كتبه وفي هذه الرسائل عرفت أنه رجل ناصح للمسلمين.
The more you read his books and the more you read these letters, you'll come to the knowledge that he was a person who was advising the Muslims, giving advice and benefiting the Muslims.
العلماء في زمنه لما سمعوا كلامه أقروا بأنه صادق ومصيب.
And the scholars of his time, when they heard his speech, they affirmed that he was a person who was truthful and a person who had arrived at the correct position in things.
ومنهم عالم اليمن الصنعاني.
From them is the scholar, the alim of Yemen, as-San'ani.
ثم الشوكاني.
And also Shawkani.
وكذلك علماء العراق مثل الألوسي.
And also the scholars of Iraq like Alusi.
وعلماء في مصر مثل الجبرتي عبد الرحمن المؤرخ.
And the ulama in Masr in Egypt like
عبد الرحمن الجبرتي.
عبد الرحمن الجبرتي.
كذلك في علماء في الهند.
Likewise the scholars in India.
وفي المغرب.
And in Morocco.
وغيرهم كثير.
And loads of other places and loads of other scholars.
وهكذا العلم رحم بين أهله.
And this is the nature of knowledge, that it goes between the people of knowledge, it gets known and spread.
والعلم نور. كلما رأى الإنسان النور عرفه.
And knowledge is light. And every time a person gets knowledge, he gets enlightened.
وما ظهور الدعوة وانتشارها في العالم كله إلا الدليل على أنه سار على منهاج النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم.
And the fact which is evident that his call or his propagation is something which is widespread globally is an indication of the fact that he was on the methodology of the Messenger of Allah صلى الله عليه وسلم.
الجزيرة العربية كانت قبل هذه الدعوة في ظلمات وفي ضعف وفي تفرق وفي تفتت.
And before the dawah of Shaykh Muhammad ibn Abdulwahid, the Arabian Peninsula, it was in a state of darkness and in a state of disunity and stuff like this.
بفضل الله عز وجل أولا وآخرا تحولت الأمور إلى الاتفاق وإلى الوحدة وإلى القوة وانتشار الإسلام.
And by the grace of Allah, first, foremost and last, it changed and it became strong and it became unified, the Arabian Peninsula.
وهذا الذي جعل كثيرا من الناس يعني من الأعداء يعادي هذه الدعوة ويعرف أنها هي الإسلام الصافي.
And this leads to many of the enemies of Islam oppose this dawah and realize that this dawah is really the pure Islam.
ولهذا جندوا عدة أمور لتشويه صورة الشيخ محمد عبد الوهاب وتشويه الدعوة السلفية.
نعم. So to distort the image of the Shaykh and his reputation and the Salafi dawah, they came with a number of different types of accusations or things which they use.
ومن الأمثلة على هذا
examples of this.
تنظيم القاعدة ادعى أصحابه أنهم على طريقة الشيخ محمد عبد الوهاب وهم كاذبون.
As an example, the terrorist organization Al-Qaeda, they claim that they're upon the dawah, upon the call of Shaykh Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab, while in reality they are lying.
كذلك تنظيم داعش حاول أن يدعي أنه على طريقة الشيخ محمد عبد الوهاب وهم كاذبون والناس يعرفون أنهم كاذبون.
Likewise as well, Daesh,
ISIS,
who's known as ISIS, they also tried to claim that they're upon the dawah of Shaykh Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab. But this is something which everybody knows that is untrue and that is a complete lie.
وبالإمكان مراجعة تاريخ الرجل محمد عبد الوهاب وسيرته. هل عندهم اغتيالات؟ اغتيال يعني يقتلون الناس بدون علم. اغتيال يعني يذبح الرجل مثل في المسجد. هكذا ليس هذا موجودا.
It's easy for anyone to reference the biography of Shaykh Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab and see that did he kill people without purpose or aimlessly, without purpose, just kill people randomly, slaughtering them or chopping their heads off.
هل أمر أحد من المسلمين بأن يقتل المعاهدين من غير المسلمين غيلة؟
Did he ever order anyone to kill non-Muslims who were under a covenant or under an agreement of safety and security based upon the fact of pride or being strong or strength?
كل هذا غير موجود.
None of this is present in the biography or in the referencing of the Shaykh.
لكن التهم التي تحاك ضد الإسلام لا تحاك إلا ضد رجال الإسلام الذين قاموا به.
So in reality, the accusations or the accusations which are against Islam, in reality, is accusations which refer to the person who does the action, not to Islam in and of itself.
وهذا يدعونا معاشر المسلمين إلى أن نتسلح بالعلم الصحيح.
And this requires from us to make sure that we study correct knowledge.
وأن نعرف كيف نرد على الأخطاء والشبهات التي يثيرها الأعداء.
And to learn how to refute and to reply to the mistakes and the doubts which are used by the enemies of Islam.
والحديث حول هذا الموضوع متشعب وكبير جدا ولا يمكن أن نجعله هو لب المحاضرة، وإنما هذه إشارة لما تواجهه الدعوة الإسلامية اليوم.
And this subject is the subject which is huge and has loads of different branches or modules, and it's not something that we can cover in this muhadara. However, it's mentioned just to show what we face today or some of the things that the accusations which a Muslim has to learn to respond to.